G'day folks. What I've got here is a jig that I've made to bend the staples that I will use on the Bachmann couplings to do the magnetic uncoupling. And what I've used is a piece of 10mm by 3mm aluminium flat bar, and I've put a 45-degree angle on the end and back 10 mils from this corner here, this edge here, back 10 mils, I've drilled a 1.3 hole which goes down quite a way, and on the flat side here in the centre I've drilled a 1.3 mil hole which actually intersects the other hole. And just back here, about 12 millimeters back from that hole, I've glued a piece of aluminium flat bar on, and that acts as a backstop, and I'll show you how that works later on. I've made the thing reasonably long so that I can handle it and hold it comfortably. These are the staples that I'm using for this project. It says 26/6 on the box. I have no idea what that means, but it relates somehow to their size or their gauge or whatever. Have no idea. Now, the way this thing works is you peel off a staple and you place the end in the top hole and just give it a bit of a bend so that it's approximately straight. That's all you have to do. And then we place it, the bent leg, in the hole on the edge of the jig, and I hold it in place with my thumb, and don't know whether you can see that, but it's actually sticking up a bit there. Then I get a screwdriver and I use just the round edge of the shaft of the screwdriver, and I rub it along there and over the edge, down along the angle, just basically bending it to shape. That's it. Now we've finished up with this little right angle on the end here, as per normal staple, and the 45-degree bend. Now it's time to start trimming the staples. So what I'll do is place the piece that I've bent at 45 through the hole in the flat side, and then hold it down with my thumb against the stopper so that it doesn't move. You probably didn't see that very well, but I'm holding it down against the stopper. The right angle piece is against the stopper. 45's gone through the hole. I turn it over and use my snippers. I'm using the back, the flat edge of the snippers, put it flat against the jig, snip the end off. Now I need to trim off the end of the right angle piece to suit what I'm doing with the coupling. So I simply place that through the flat hole, the hole on the flat side, hold it with my thumb, turn it over. You have to excuse me, this is a bit difficult to do whilst trying to work a camera at the same time, but it's the same method. Use the snippers, the flat back of it, flat against the bar, snip it off, and you're done. And there's one staple ready to be soldered onto the coupling, if you can see that. So that's how simple it is. And I think it's important to get yourself set up this way, because you can do a little production line. I mean, you can do this sort of thing while you're watching TV or whatever, and it's no big strain on your time. You know, you can do it when it's a bit too cold to go out in the shed, or a bit too hot. You can do some of these things inside and keep the lady of the house happy as well with your presence. Okay. Here's some that I made earlier, and you can see you can achieve a consistent result. I don't know whether you can see that very well, but the shadows don't help either. But yes, you can achieve quite a good result with them. And that's the idea, to have consistency. Okay. Here's one I made this afternoon with the jig and for a start my soldering seems to be getting a bit neater. I've used the right angle part here. I've set that at a length of about 4mm, and what I've done is pushed it up under the top bar of the coupling hook, so I get a consistent result with the height every time. Otherwise, you know, you could bring it down closer to the bottom or move it up or whatever by accident, but if you've got something to push up against and achieve a consistent result all the time, it's going to work better. And yeah, this one works fine as well. I'll just pick it up and put it on a bit of track. Now is the focus going to muck everything up? We'll see. I'll just move those wagons out of the way. We can still see what's going on there. There's a magnet right there where the leg is. So when, yep, here she goes. If anything, it's a bit better than the one I made the other day, because there's it's a bit closer to the sleeper, yet it's got good clearance. I hope you can, yes, it's still working, we can still see that. Yeah, so that works fine. Cheers, gourmet.